Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, and welcome to the Project PlanCo mini coaster competition for star attractions. What we need is your amazing coaster building skills to help us bring to life our incredible PlanCo characters and give them their own star attraction coaster experiences that have their own custom theme songs. Everyone has always wanted to make a coaster to a music soundtrack, and it's been a constant problem with YouTube and copyright claims. Now's your chance to make the most incredible music coasters using amazing tracks to our PlanCo partner band, The Bitter Elegance. We have 6 amazing characters who need coasters designed for their personalities, origins, and most importantly, their theme song. We have our own custom songs and instrumental versions of these songs that we would like to be incorporated to fit and direct the majority of the coaster experience. You are building your coaster to a theme song, but also allowed to modify said theme song to better fit your coaster. The important part is that the majority of the song matches up to flow and theme your coaster experience. So let's break down the 6 characters you have to choose from, their origin and theming, as well as a quick listen to their theme songs you'll be using for their coasters. So first up is our lovely Princess Amalie's Fairy Tale Coaster. She's one of the star characters for our Wonderland themed area, which is based off the fantasy pieces in Planet Coaster. You are to build us a fitting fairy tale coaster, and the type of coaster is your choice. I do recommend a flying or inverted coaster that takes you through the various fantasy lands, and you will include some fairy tale story theming along the way. You'll be using the theme song, Don't Need a Fairy Tale. Missy Good's Missy in Wonderland Coaster. She's our 2nd star character for Wonderland themed area, which is also based on fantasy pieces in Planet Coaster. You are to build us a Malice Unchained steel top RMC coaster that rips and tears through an Alice in Wonderland style fantasy world. You will be using the theme song Malice in Wonderland. Missy Goods is a black and white character, and her theme song being Malice in Wonderland, Missy is our Alice, and her world draws from that of Alice in Wonderland inspiration, but instead with an edgy, dark, and a bit of a gothic black and white tone, as Missy herself is depicted that way. Next up is Cosmic Cow's Bouncing Coaster. Cosmic Cow is our star character for our Cosmic Kingdom sci-fi area, and the pieces you will be using for this coaster are sci-fi. You are to build us a fun, bouncy, cosmic sci-fi coaster. I recommend a single rail or spinning coaster, but ultimately it's up to you. And it should bounce us through the milky cosmos. Your theme song will be I Gotta Bounce. We can bounce right back. Dex'R's Cosmic Voyage Coaster. He is our 2nd star character in the Cosmic Kingdom, which is also based off of the sci-fi pieces in Planet Coaster. This is the only star attraction that does not have a theme song, but must be built with the understanding of his origin story and lore. His origin story and lore is that he was a worker droid for aliens, and the coaster takes you on an adventure around the galaxy during his stay with these adventurous aliens. Dark Carnival. This is our dark ride experience, and while it takes place in the King Ghoster's spooky land, and it should be themed around a dark carnival, it is not actually specific to King Ghoster himself. It is specific to that of the theme song, This Dark Carnival. We would like a dark ride that uses the best parts of that song while centered around a dark, spooky carnival that will be displayed throughout the ride experience and exist in King Ghoster's spooky land.
In this dark
Renee Fu, the Tyrant. Renee Fu is our star character for the Adventureland area of the park, which is based on the Adventure DLC pieces in Planet Coaster. You are to build a dark ride through the jungle, anything but a boat ride armada, by the way, because that is being used for our Captain Lockjaw ride, created by Jeffrey. And this ride should depict Renee Fu as a hunter, hunting cute PlanCo monsters in the jungle, and we are trying to convey that Renee Fu is the scary baddie. The theme song for her attraction is The Tyrant, where the song is sang from her perspective of being an evil villain, and hence why the monsters in the jungle are terrified and are hiding from her during this dark ride experience.
Now you're mine. You can't hide. I'm a tyrant, I know.
Those are the 6 amazing choices you have to choose from to build your awesome coaster designs for. Now, let's go over the rules and details for this mini coaster competition. You are building us a prototype / proof of concept for your chosen character and theme song. When choosing your character, you have a designated area inside the park to build with, as seen on this map here. The character on the screen represents roughly where your boarding station should be placed around. You guys are ultimately deciding the best spot for your boarding station and using that map provided where your coaster should kind of start and end and where it should traverse, but we still need room to build a park. So where you decide to build your coaster, where it roams around, where it visits, where you put your station will kind of allow us to decide how we want to block out that area of the park. That's why we need these rides in before we can advance to the other areas of the park. So next up, the idea is that you're blocking out a fun coaster layout that matches up with the best parts of your theme song, while also taking you on a fun exploration through your land and theme. The song can be chopped up or staggered from instrumentals back to vocals, however you see fit. So in the case that you have some downtime on your lift hill, we will have the ability to just play instrumentals, and then we can use the vocals when the coaster starts to kick in. You do not need to fully theme your coaster for this competition. Remember, you are building a prototype. You can add theming to better convey your vision for the star attraction, but keep in mind you are building your prototype on a separate version of the park, meaning any terraforming created will need to be redone if you are the selected winner to build the star attraction. So keep your terrain work light and rough for now. This also means your coaster and theming added will need to be blueprinted and imported later on. This is also why theming should be relatively rough drafts in this version. All the points above mean that this isn't a crazy complicated endeavor of a coaster contest, but rather a proof of concept mini competition. And it's the reason we are giving you only 2 weeks to showcase your concepts for your character's star attraction. You will submit your version of the park in 2 weeks. We will feature all submitted creations to determine who has the best concept for each of the star attractions. So you'll be providing us both your park file as well as submitting your song track to attach to that coaster in that file. From there, any chosen winners will be awarded the honor of fully completing the star attraction that will ultimately set the foundations for this future themed area. It is at this point where you can work with us to get your experience, music, theming perfected. I will personally work with all of you to ensure we get the music and audio just right. If you choose to theme your coaster or parts of the coaster yourself, you do have permissions to do that. If you want the community to theme parts of your attraction, we will assign areas to be built as plots where the community can sign out scenery theming to build your coasters. If you are chosen, you have the freedom to build as much as you want, or use the power of the community to theme it for you. The choice is yours. And more information about your character, music, backstory will be found in the forum posts on Discord. Any questions and progress can be discussed and shared there. I cannot wait to review your guys' star attractions in only 2 weeks, and thank you for your participation. I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I'll see you on Discord. Bye now.